All right, here we go. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for finding me tonight, wherever you're tuning in, whether it's twitch.tv/StutterandCraig or youtube.com/@SideScrolls Welcome, 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 welcome. Good to see everybody. It's going to be a fun night tonight, man. Got lots to talk about, lots to share. Aiden's hyped about the Dallas Stars. Good for you, Aiden. Good for you. Everyone watching out over on YouTube, hello. Good to see you. Welcome, CDI Arcade and Toastamac and Lost Boys hanging out. Aiden and Crazy T over on Twitch Melee Games. Oh, baby. It's going to be a good one tonight. Gino is here. Eric and Tattoo Games and The Metal has joined us over on YouTube. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mikey Chipmunks, who tweeted just a few minutes ago. I see your tweet. Thank you, Mikey. I just pulled up Twitter right before I went live. Do not do that sometimes if you want to feel good about yourself. But there we go. Raven says, I'm a millennial who enjoyed ScrewAttack. Well, good for you. T-Bird has joined us as well. Eden has joined us, has got to say, got to ask what the name of that intro song is. It's a great question. It's a free song on YouTube that I got. And there we go. That's it's just one of those free songs that you get. Thank you, Eden. And off Mario goes. Mario goes off to the races down on the bottom of your screen, making his way from the left to the right. And off we go. Virosoft says, notice me, senpai. Hello, friend. Welcome. Bloody has joined us, and Trav is here as well. VP of Rentum Spoons says, are you guys going to get DSP to help build ScrewAttack? No. And we're not looking to build ScrewAttack. We're not. H for Hamburger says, I first experienced this channel from the DSP interview and stayed for the honest conversations you have with your audience. Enjoy how genuine you are. Hey, well, thanks. Appreciate that. I pride myself on transparency from the start. Coming back and be ready to go and just being very open and honest with you guys. Almost to a fault. Almost to a freaking fault. And that's okay. Eric and Mad Dog has joined us as well. Y2 Germs has joined us. Let's go. Metal says, ScrewAttack will always live on in my memories. But I'm ready for the next adventure. Well, yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about that tonight. You know, I tweeted out today that Patreon is not a long-term solution for what we're doing here. And I'm looking for web developers, and that's where we're going. As Hayden comes in. Hayden, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. With the $10 super chat says, Craig, if you consider locals or anything besides Patreon, I left that platform when they started being dumb. We need options. Maybe a website that uses parallel economy as a payment processor. Hayden, yes, 100%. But here's the thing. And if I can be very honest and almost too honest with you, which I seem to be. And go, Mario, go! Hayden, thank you very much. If Locals technology was actually built into Rumble, it'd be an easy choice. But the problem is Rumble and Locals are a mess. And they're two totally separate technologies that are not intertwined together. Yet they run out of the same company, right? They were both separate technologies that were developed separately and then now being tried to intertwine with each other. It's too messy. It's too messy to understand. If you are a member on Locals, it should tie into Rumble. It doesn't, right? It's too messy. Like as Red says, I still don't know how Locals works, right? Yeah. EOJJ says full stack web dev here. Hit me up. Hit me up, man. Here's the thing. The title tonight is I'm ready to build the next ScrewAttack, right? And I'm not necessarily talking about from a content perspective. One of the things that I very much feel was meat left on the bone when it came to ScrewAttack was early when it came to providing a platform for people. It provided a platform for so many talented creators. Obviously, the nerd, but go down the line like JonTron, Peanut Butter Gamer, like pick anybody, the completionist, pick anybody who has done anything in the online YouTube space. They got their start on ScrewAttack. Could you imagine? Oh, let's go, Mario, go! Mario on the bottom of your screen going crazy. Could you imagine if ScrewAttack had an opportunity for the audience that was watching those shows to support their creators, right? Never would have sold ScrewAttack, right? It would have been amazing, right? It would have allowed a ton of creators the opportunity to make a living doing what they love. And that's what I want to do. With side scrollers now, we're now, 6-7 weeks into it. I figured out the workflow with side scrollers, right? Of doing it on the day-to-day basis. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding, which is allowing me to now kind of look forward and looking at the next steps, right? The next step of what I told you when I started this. It starts with a podcast, right? We're going to get to content and everything else that goes along with that, right? Content, more content, content, videos, live events, platform, right? And I think there's a tremendous opportunity, man. I think there's a tremendous opportunity. Speaking of ScrewAttack, look at this. DJ Axis in the chat. DJ Axis, let's go. DJ Axis, super talented creator back in the day. Legitimately made one of my favorite remixes for Shadowgate. I think it was one of the first remixes that DJ Axis did for ScrewAttack back in the day. Shadowgate is Shadow Great, I believe is what the title was. DJ Axis, great to see you. How are you, friend? Hayden came back, says, we're all here for your honesty, Craig. It makes you, you. I agree about Rumble and Locals. They need to get it together. It's getting better, but a long way to go. Crowder seems to be pushing integration. Yes. Yes. I don't really know a whole lot about Crowder's business dealings. I know he is local to Texas and local to Dallas, but we'll see. We'll see. But there's a lot to talk about here, right? And CDI says basically like an affiliate or YouTube style fan funding thing. Well, like I said, I feel like that was left on the bone when it came to ScrewAttack. So I have several ideas on what I'd like to do with this next thing. And ultimately, the idea is create a platform. And whether that's building off of Rumble's technology or building off somebody else's technology, I want to do it free of big tech. I want to do it free of traditional payment processing to allow people the opportunity to create the content they want to create and not have to worry about holding their tongue. I think Rumble has some really good ideas. The problem with Rumble, go Mario, go. the problem with Rumble, once again, is that I feel like it's put together by tape right now, and that's it's a good problem to have because they built something and then there was a demand for it and they just had to scale. But in my conversations with them, I think that they have a really, really great platform, but it's just not there yet, right? And I think that's something that needs to be built from scratch. Drunk 3PO has joined us. What's up, buddy? How are you? Drunk says, how do I fit it? Fit? You mean fit in? I don't know. Iceman says, is it duct tape though? Yeah, it is. It's like a lot of duct tape for sure. Hayden came back, says, it seems that you sign up for Crowder's website for Mug Club and then link to Rumble. Then you're connected. I'm interested to see how that works out after free Mug Club months. I hope they get it sorted. Yeah, right. Grape King says, Kick seems bigger than Rumble. It's not even close. Rumble, and I think that's the other thing when it comes to Rumble, is Rumble has a very distinguished stigma attached to it very early on. And not that it's bad, but it's just that's what they have. And they found a niche and then they dug into it. And I think that turns off a lot of people who, I always go back to the idea that if you are a mom and you go onto Rumble for the first time and you see very political things on the front page, you're going to think you're on a political site. Rumble is trying not to be that, but they kind of put themselves in their own corner. But if you were to build a platform built on the tech of Rumble and have it scale to video games, that's pretty magical. Could be. The technology is there. So, Aiden says the Stars are going to the playoffs. Aiden, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And yes, that's great. TG Access says, yo, dude, I can't stick around on it, but I want to keep in touch. What's the best way to get hold of you? Hit me up on Discord. There's a link down below. Discord's a great place, great and easiest way to get a hold of me for sure. And if you want to ask one of the mods, hit me up there, man. We'll love to chat. Love to chat. But yes. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. Oh, Toastamax says, quick question. What is Rumble? Okay, well here, let's talk about this. I'm going to go to Rumble right now, and we're going to. Okay, so let me actually go on a non-logged in account. Let's see, private window. All right, so here is on a private window to Rumble. Okay, so you log in and you kind of see what's here on the front page. This is obviously some sort of fresh and fit. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is.
Excited about my future. I choose me.
Oh, this looks like some sort of like a live stream with. Okay, got it. Okay, but as you scroll down, like you're hit with some politics like immediately, and that's fine. That's fine. And look, there's quick look at 24,000 views in the first 5 hours. Good for him. But as you scroll down, they want to get into gaming very bad, right? But it's just not there. It's just not there yet. And I think that if you were to use this technology, this exact same technology, and create a new brand, put it up here. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Put a new brand in the corner, and up here at the top, have your different gaming genres or certain games. And as you scroll down, you have your different games here, and it's all gaming with live streams and stuff. I think that's a winner. I really do. I think it's a winner. It's crazy. IP to always win. Says DSP needs help. Okay, help him out. Help him out. Mikey Chipmunks with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate that. It says ScrewAttack has inspired me to do content creation and was the basis for my new video today. Really looking forward to seeing what you have in mind tonight. Well, thanks, Mikey. Appreciate that. Yeah, and thank you for the kind words in the super chat. Really appreciate that. Go, Mario, go. Hayden says, the stigma is, quote, they don't agree with us 100%. They leaned in. That's fine for the time, but that needs to be lined out. Deals with lefties. No, Hayden, I think more than anything, so when you go to YouTube, when you go to the front page of YouTube, like when you just when you look at the front page of YouTube, you can go to YouTube and find literally anything, right? If I want to find how to fix a flat tire, I can find a video on how to fix a flat tire. I can find 500 videos on how to fix a flat tire, right? If I was to go to Rumble, I couldn't find that type of video, right? Right now, Rumble caters to the creators, not to the viewer. And that's, I think, the big issue with Rumble. They have a pretty good setup from a creator standpoint, but the average person is not uploading videos there on how to make shiitake mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like just random stuff, right? That's when Rumble becomes a competitor. Rumble is just an alternative right now for creators. It's not a destination for content. And I think that's the thing. So, Rabdab says YouTube has had years to build itself. Well, yeah, exactly. But Rumble it's built itself around this certain type of content. And that's fine. Like I said, it's fine. They built a very strong niche for themselves. So, Redkill says, so you're saying there's more channels than viewers? I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. And like I said, I think Rumble is a really great platform. I really do. But I think that Rumble should do, and to be very clear, like I would love to talk to Rumble about this. I've been trying to get a hold of their freaking CEO. But Chris is very hard to get a hold of to talk about. So I would love to pitch them on the idea that you take the Rumble information and you do what Justin TV did back in the day and split off to twitch.tv, and you take all the gaming stuff, because that's what Justin was. Justin was the original streaming site where we're going to have it for everybody. They saw gaming was the big thing. They split it off to Twitch, but bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself $1 billion company, right? I think you do the exact same thing with Rumble, and you split off a gaming site. You know, so that's my thought, man. Christian says, "What'd you learn from ScrewAttack that you won't repeat?" Well, so tonight I'm primarily talking about the platform of ScrewAttack. And like I said, my ultimate goal is to create a platform that allows people to make a living doing what they love. Pretty straightforward, right? And I think ScrewAttack was early in that. As far as what I would do differently from a platform perspective, you know what the biggest thing that it was, we had like multiple iterations of the website along the way. And between one iteration to, I think it was 4 to 5 or maybe 5 to 6, right? We had different versions of the site. From version 5 to version 6, or maybe it was 4 to 5, we essentially scrubbed the entire search engine history, SEO, on the website. And it was a horrible decision. It killed us. Because all the, like when you have a website that's been there for a long time, your search engine optimization, you just have more opportunities to be found. And we scrubbed all the URL. It was a horrible decision. So that's definitely what I would have done different, man. Grim Dankness comes in with the $2 super chat, says Rumble mobile app is hot garbage. Right. And I think that's the other thing. If I'm building any sort of platform, it has to be mobile first. It has to be mobile friendly. Obviously, you can work off a desktop, but it has to be very in tune with a mobile audience. It has to be on an app store, and you know it has to be able to be very mobile friendly. It has to be. Hayden says, "I just meant they should try to pull the other side of politics over." Right. Then to move on to other content, rid themselves of the political stigma. The content is king. Got to attract creators though. Hayden, you're right, man. And I think the thing about it, I think about that is, when it comes to right now, Rumble is seen as this very conservative or right-wing platform, right? Which I think causes some creators hesitation to join it, right? Because it is seen as very political. But if you were to bring in people from the other side, I think the hardest thing to do would be to get the first person to jump, because they're going to say, why would I want to go there? It's a hellhole. That's not how I think. I don't want to be around people like that. And that would be the biggest obstacle for sure. But I think once you get somebody to come over and they put out the olive branch, then I think then it's okay. You know. Hayden comes in with the $20 super chat. Hayden, thank you so much, man. You're moving Mario right along. Go Mario, go! Says much love to you, the side scroller show and crew. Keep it up. Can't wait to see what's to come. ScrewAttack was ahead of its time and a pioneer. Hayden, legitimately thank you. I want to see Mario run. Mario, here he goes. Go Mario, go! Go Mario, go, go, go! We're at the midway point. Go Mario! Ah! And Berserker came in with the $2 super chat. Says, if you need a gamer for reviews, you have my sword. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so, like, to be clear, I'm not necessarily talking about the content. I think the content for side scrollers and what we're doing now will come eventually. But I'm thinking more from a platform perspective, right? And I think that's the one thing that's really missing right now is there are people who are on Rumble. There are people who are on Locals. There are people who are on Kick. There are people on YouTube and Twitch. There's so many platforms, and it's hard to find. But really, YouTube is the one that you can find the best audience, but the widest audience, and it's also the one to be able to monetize your audience the best. But there are things that go along with being on YouTube, like you can't necessarily say everything you want to say. That's fucked up, you know. So. Illytron says, is it Locals a social network? It was. It was. And then it was acquired by Rumble with the intention of it being like a, with the intention of like bringing them together. But they've done, honestly, they've done a very poor job of it. A very poor job of it. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the biggest thing, right? So, Demonic says, imagine we get PewDiePie on Rumble. That'd be a big boost. But that sure as hell ain't gonna happen. Like, let's just be real. He is an established audience on YouTube, and it's not. It wouldn't take one creator. It would take dozens, hundreds of creators to come over to Rumble. Right? Kick has some juice right now. People are like going over to Kick because they are intrigued by what Kick is about. Right, because Kick is the new kid on the block. There was another. What the hell was that platform called? D-Sub says Locals was built as an alternative to Patreon. Yes. There was another platform that was meant to be a Twitch alternative. God, what was that called? It was a fan-funded live streaming platform like 2 years ago, and it started out. No, it wasn't Mixer. It wasn't Mixer. It started out pretty strong. It wasn't Odyssey. No, it wasn't Hitbox. Wasn't DLive. No. But it started off pretty strong, and they had all their stats public, and it went like this to start, and then it just went like this. You know. Cryptic says, I have missed gaming content that isn't political. I'm not a leftist, but if the content is apolitical, I'm okay with that. I miss the joys of gaming content without crap being shoved down my throat. Right. Like here in the evenings, I'm a little more willy-nilly with what I talk about, right? But we try to keep side scrollers pretty apolitical. I know it's hard because Adam is a pretty political dude. At least, you know, he's been talking politics for 3 years, right? But once again, you can have your opinions, but you'll never tell us how you should act, you know? Ever. Cryptic, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Anyways, yeah, you know, I tried to find that platform, and it just didn't work out. Whatever it was, the one I was just talking about a minute ago. Excuse me. Mike says, ever thought about just starting another website? James would be good to ask since he still maintains his website, Cinemaster, but monetizing is probably the hard part. But you don't have to worry about censorship. Yeah, no, for sure. Yes, I mean, that's what we're talking about here tonight. But here's the thing. Like, I could have a website up for us, like in a week, right? Like legitimately really quick. I'm positive we can do that. But for me, it's a larger goal. I don't want the platform to be just for me. I want the platform to be for everybody. I don't want it to be a platform where you go to watch side scrollers. I want it to be a platform where you go watch Mike Fury and you go watch Calm and Groovy Sauce and Dead TBiase and Jay Power and Aiden and Lost Boys. That's what I want. Like, one of the things I loved about ScrewAttack initially was it provided inspiration and a platform for a lot of people who couldn't be seen, who never been seen before. And the only thing missing for ScrewAttack back in the day was the monetary support. Right? The support that was peer-to-peer support, community member to community member support. That's the one thing that was missing. Trevor says, I honestly think politics is less than 1% of the show. Yeah, for sure. Adam top commenter says YouTube is such a juggernaut though. Right, and to be clear, I don't want to compete with YouTube. No, that's dumb. No. That's silly to consider. The idea of competing with YouTube. I had no idea. You can't compete with Google. You can't compete with YouTube. That's the #1 search engine in the world and the #2 search engine in the world. And they're owned by the same company. You can't. It's literally impossible to compete with them. Why would you try to do that? The idea is that you want to create an alternative. Fluffy says you helped start MatPat. Right. Go down the line. Right. Groovy Sauce says game trailers brought me so much unique and quality content. The mere idea of something even similar makes me moist. Right. Right. And I think that's the one thing that's missing online right now is everything is YouTube. Like everything has been consolidated into the Walmarts and Amazons, right? Of web creation, right? Everyone wants to sell their stuff on Amazon. Everyone wants to sell their stuff in Walmart. Everybody needs their videos seen on YouTube. But there needs to be niche stores online. There needs to be niche opportunities for cooking, for gaming, for whatever, cars, whatever genre that you create, there needs to be niche novelty stores, not really novelty stores, but niche offerings outside of these giant mega stores. And that's what YouTube is. YouTube is a mega store where you can find everything about everything. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where my thought is on all this. And to say that like I'm ready to do this is, yeah, like I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, and I've had these. Oh, go Mario, go get Yoshi. Melee came in with 100 bits. Let's go, get Yoshi. Let's go. Make your way to the end there. Go Mario, go. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at. Dick Around Brown says the side scroll is on Rumble yet. Yeah, you can watch the archive version on Rumble. Yeah, it's synced. Melee Game says, make yourself a household name of gaming. You're fully capable. I've already seen you do it once. You can replicate what you already did, plus add a better revenue model. You walked so the rest could run. People will stand behind you. We crave what you once had. Well, thank you, Melee. Ryan says, boutique gaming. Right. And I think that's probably the big thing, right? I think that there is a tremendous opportunity for boutique gaming. Like for boutique gaming websites and boutique everything websites. I really feel that way. But like I said, I don't want to create a platform or a website for me. Like I said, this is not about building a website. This is about building a platform. So that's kind of where it's at. McNackis says, what is boutique gaming? Niche gaming, right? The idea of having a platform that is off of YouTube, right? That's what I mean by that. Smaller, like I said, not something that is meant to compete with YouTube ever, but something that you can find content that is built for gamers, right? That's kind of the thought process on it, man. So Taylor says, still have my resume, Craig? Well, I gotta be honest. I've had a lot of people. I put out this tweet earlier today. I've had a lot of people reach out and say, saying like, hey, yeah, I'm a web developer, hit me up. So my thought is, if you want to work, like I said, hit me up, right? And this, you can take this however you want. I said, hit me up if you're a web developer. And people go, no, hit me up, right? My thought is that if you're a web developer and you want work, you should probably reach out to me, right? That's just an effort thing, right? So if you are a web developer and you are interested, you'll take the first step, man, which is fine. So Hayden with the $10 super chat says, teach me to cook, Craig. Cooking with Craig videos inbound. Hayden, I can grill, man. I can grill. I'm a good griller for sure. Com says only Adam cooks. He cooks in a different way. Mike says maybe this is where Collaborator Club kind of comes back and you look at bringing creators together but focus it on video games. So there's another idea with Collaborator, man. Collaborator's been kind of sitting in the back of my mind for a little bit, but I think it needs to be retooled a little because I very much feel that Collaborator, there's something for Collaborator, but I think it needs to be reworked a little bit, honed in. So, man, Barbie Craig, there you go, McDagnis. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, man. I think for me, going in and creating a platform that is a place where you can find whatever type of gaming content you want and keeping it gaming. Sean says, Craig, you should look at partnering with Rooster Teeth on this next venture. I'm sorry, did you... Sean, are you... Please tell me that was a joke, man. Please tell me that was a joke. Money Wilson says, just buy Rooster Teeth for $1 and close it down. My God. My God. You know what? Immediately. I would take the RT name, shutter it all. Shutter it all immediately. Just out of spite. Just out of freaking spite. Oh, man. Mighty 8 says, YouTube is the ocean of video content, while ScrewAttack back in the day was the great lake that people enjoyed. Right. Or maybe just a little pond. Just a little pond. Bloody says, call Bolin and see if he wants to partner. Oh, my God. Man, that's funny as shit. You funny. God. I was thinking about that the other day. You know what really pisses me off? I taught Grayson how to swim. I taught that fucker how to swim in my own pool. In my backyard, I taught that fucker how to swim. He'd fall to the bottom of the pool like a damn rock. I taught him how to swim. And, you know, like, he thinks I'm like some piece of shit person, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Hayden says, Rooster Teeth, laugh my fucking ass off. I left supporting them long ago and now support Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, and Side Scrollers. Can't wait until RT collapses, honestly. Had arguments with them on some live streams. Oh my God. Man, it's amazing. Hayden, thank you very much. Go, Mario, go! Go, Mario, go! You're almost to that wiggly thing. Go! Where's he? He's down there. Oh, we're gonna eat it up. Yoshi's gonna get over there. By the way, if you guys don't know, like, see the new bar down here? Like, Mario moves. Where are we at? There you go. From this side all the way across the screen, based off your support. It's a fun little game. We got to level 3 last night, so that's crazy. Wicked Walgus has never mentioned Rooster Teeth to Craig again. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's crazy, man. Oh, is UConn about to win? Hold on, let me check. Let me check, man. Daniel says, is there any animosity towards the Death Battle cast? No, they don't like me, but I have... All I did was give them a job and get them a big old check for working for me and get them insurance and stuff. And I don't think like them. I don't live in Austin, so I don't. So I'm not allowed to be their friend anymore, apparently. So, you know, it is what it is. Now they're all just people that I used to know. So it is what it is. I have no ill will towards them at all, but they apparently don't like me. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah. Melee says, help Mario escape from Rooster Teeth. Run, Mario, run. Go, Mario, go. Go, Melee. Oh, he's moving it up. Eat it up. Eat it up, Mario. Go. Eat him up. Hal says, Austin is some kind of ivory tower. Yeah, for insanity. Hayden. Oh, Mario's going to get to level 2. Look at this. Hayden came in with the $100 super chat. Hayden says, go, Mario, go. Run, Mario, go. Go, Mario, go. Go. Hold on, let's watch. He's going to get there. We're going to get there. Fluffy Prince says, they all get an open invite to be on Side Goals. Absolutely. Yeah, I would love to talk things out, man. Go, Mario, go. Get it. Get it. Woo. Yay, we did it. World clear, on to number 2. Look at that. That's awesome. Hayden came in with a $100 super. That's insane. Hayden, thank you so much. Literally from the bottom of my heart. That's insane. Insane. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Can I get some crowds in the chat, please, for Hayden tonight? Just being massive. Just being fucking massive. Golly, that's awesome. Wow. Thank you. Aiden says, you know what, Craig? Since the people that you used to know have gone far left, they'll get the karma since karma while you strive and succeed. I'm loyal to you and the G2s. Aiden, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, Josh says the KO doesn't fit as well. I know. We'll need to change some things around, man. Will Waffle says, Hayden, I kneel. The crown works though. That's amazing. Wow. Toastmax says, I don't mean to poke the bear, but if they, RT and HT, are willing to talk to you, would you be willing to talk to them? Of course. Yes, I'm willing to talk to anybody. Of course, Toastamac. Yes. I've always been willing to talk to them. And anytime, I was literally told that I'm not allowed to talk to anybody at Game Attack. Like Bolin Papa Beared me and cut me out from being able to explain things to everybody there. I don't even. It's been like 3 years. I don't even care. I don't even care. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I'll talk to anybody. I really don't care. Knickerbocker says Mario needs to move farther. It's killing me. Now he's back at the start of level 1, man. Yeah, you know, it's so anyways, like, but with all that said, like, but I want to create a platform that allows you to do a lot of the things that you can do right now on YouTube. You know, upload videos, live stream, with like community features and stuff. And I think that's like really important, you know. That's really important for people with any sort of platform. But I think probably one of the biggest things is I want to give people the opportunity to monetize their content. That's like super important. To where when I say like niche gaming, there are people with very small audiences that have very devoted audiences. They may be small, but they're devoted, and they want to support those creators, and that's important. I want to give them the opportunity to be successful. But the problem is they're stuck in this giant ocean on YouTube, right? And they're never going to be found. They don't know how the algorithm works, you know? I don't like that. I don't like that. Travis with 100 bits says, I wouldn't want them on unless I can ask them anything which they would not agree to. I know, Travis. I know. You're right. They wouldn't. Oh, wow. Look at Crashchen coming in. He's going to get Mario moving again. Crashchen comes in with the $49.99 super chat. Wow. Thank you, guys. Knickerbocker says, okay, I feel better now. Here he goes. Go, Mario, go. Go, Mario, go. It says, take me for a ride in your car. take me oh, really? Hold on. Take me for a ride in your car, take me a ride in your car. Shut up, Crashing. Is that legitimately where that's from? Peter, Paul, and Mary in 1964? You gotta be kidding me. Shut up, Crashing. What? My mind is blown. Okay, look. I'm gonna tell you this right now. We have an interview going up on Thursday. It's an interview with James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. Okay. It's available right now over on Patreon. Patreon.com/sidescrollers. Which, once again, that's where this whole conversation started. Patreon is not a long-term option for what we're looking to do. But that interview is available right now on Patreon. And we talk about that song in particular based off of this time we were at E3 and we were in the car with this guy named GameJew, Jonathan Mann, GameJew, which I don't even think you can say GameJew anymore because the internet, fuck everybody. Anyways, he was in the car and he said, take me a ride for, take me for a ride in your car, take me a ride in your car. Let's go. Anyways, yeah, I had no idea that was Peter, Paul, and Mary. Crashing, blowing my freaking mind. Cinemaster says, wait, did I miss something? Didn't you have Chad, Sam, and Brian on Side Scrollers Reunion? Did stuff happen earlier? I didn't know there was bad blood. There's not any bad blood. For me, I don't care. Yeah, we had them on, and then like apparently since then they decided or at least I know Sam doesn't like me. I haven't talked to Chad. Whenever I try to call Chad, he doesn't pick up. So I'll be down in Austin and he doesn't pick up. So I can only make assumptions, and I've tried to reach out. Brian's always been pretty cool. Brian keeps it civil, man. I've always been cool with Brian. I've been cool with everybody. But yeah, man. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Joe, good for you, man. Colorama says Craig never picks up my calls. Well, there's a reason for that. Some dumb one says, did you hear that James lost one of his biggest collaborators, Kieran, a few years ago? No. What happened with that? What's going on with that? Did something happen or something? Kieran? Did he left? Let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Drama. Kieran rage quit a month ago from Screenwave. Okay. I legitimately don't know anything about it. First I've heard of it. What's the deal? Com says he said James and Mike always treated him well. Okay. Yeah, I legitimately don't even know. So CDI says Kieran quit a few days ago. I don't think he is as key a person as people are making him out to be. Just because someone works on something doesn't mean they're a linchpin to the show. Right. Saw that a lot, man. There's a lot of people who thought that, like, whenever I had to let somebody go, they're always like, oh, ScrewAttack's never gonna be the same, right? And I'm sure people will say that with Kieran as well. I don't know Kieran. I've never actually met him before. Let's see. I'm trying to. Well, let me just say this. That's a very welcoming image to meet. Said I don't know who he is, so yeah, who knows? There's always something going on. There's always something going on. Sean says, when is Destin coming back to the show? I don't know. I gotta reach out to Destin and see when he wants to come back on. I know his YouTube channel, it crossed 100,000 subscribers. I think that's spectacular. I'm really, really excited, man. Some dumb one says he may need some help. The parent company treated him poorly. He said everyone else was good to see him. Oh, yeah, so Screenwave. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I really don't know. I haven't talked to Screenwave in a decade, 12 years at least, and I don't know. I'm going to keep my opinions to myself about the dude running that place. So, fantastic. The Fantastic Sarcastic says, are you thinking more of an MCN or a platform? Oh, definitely a platform, not an MCN. MCNs are dead. There's no reason to have an MCN now. Zero reason to have that. So, yeah. No, I definitely not an MCN. And yeah, MCNs are useless today. But creating a platform, once again, I want to create a platform that is built for essentially a small creator, you know? So Melee Games says, I believe in what you're doing, Craig. That's why I'm here every day. Melee Games will be on your platform day one, and we will help you build along the way. Melee, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I for me, this is strictly, I said, here's the reality, right? And I'm gonna talk about laying it all out there, right? I have no desire, like less than zero desire to be an influencer on the internet. I've said this before. I'm going to reiterate this right now because some of you may not know this. I have been there. I have been to the mountaintop, right? I have scaled the content world to the tune of millions of views every month, billions of views lifetime with ScrewAttack and such. I have done great, right, with all this stuff. I have been the internet celebrity and the influencer, blah, right? I have zero desire to do that. What I have a desire to do is to build something so other people can do that. That's what I want. I want people to be able to make a living doing what they love. Because when you do what you love every day, you don't work a single second. And I feel like there's tons of talent out there. There's so much talent out there. Ridiculous amount of talent. But they're throwing their content into a giant ocean and it's never going to be found. So if we can create something off of YouTube, that's ideal. Crazy D says, go Mario, go! By the way, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need for Adam to get his internet fixed. Hey, Adam will be on Side Scrollers tomorrow. His internet is fixed. By the way, also tomorrow, RGT85 will be on with us. I don't know if you guys know RGT85, really fun creator on YouTube. So big in the retro space. So yeah, if you don't know, it's gonna be good, man. That's some fun stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Looking forward to that tomorrow. Get up for Joe Spencer becoming a brand new member over on YouTube. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Awesome. Mike says, I think the only way to start a new platform would require key partners to back it. Who would be, in your opinion, the people, companies, brands that would get this off the ground the fastest? I don't want it to get off the ground the fastest. I want it to be strictly organic. I want to start with everyone who's here, right? I want to start slow, start small. I have zero desire to light fire or put gasoline behind it. I'd want it to be as organic and as natural as it could possibly be. I want to kill people with features, right? Because here's the reality. You could build a killer app and it's copied 2 days later on YouTube, right? You cannot compete with big tech. You cannot compete with big tech. You cannot compete with big tech. So any sort of creator, any sort of feature that you create on your website will be stolen and it'll be on YouTube or Twitch immediately, right? What they can't replicate is the community attached to it. That's the reality. They can't create the fun attached to it, right? The fun of using a platform, the fun of feeling small, the David versus Goliath aspect. So Mike says, doesn't content win? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Always. Content always win. Mikey comes in with the $5 super chat. Has been trying to leave the 9-to-5 warehouse job behind for a long time to talk about video games for a living. I'd love to help pioneer a new platform. Right. Yeah, man, it'd be great. Elitron says, if it's only gamers though, does that exclude things like geeks and gamers and others that don't just do gaming? No, I think it's like gaming and nerddom, geek entertainment, you know, kind of like what Side Scrollers is, you know. Grim says, have you had Pro Jared on the show? No, I mean, I hired him for years and then I fired him. So, but would I have him on the show? Yeah. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't really have any desire to have him on the show. You know, he's just a dude that I used to know that I didn't really agree with and didn't get along with. That was a cancer to ScrewAttack when he was there internally. So, you know, I don't really have a whole lot of great things to say about the guy. I mean, he makes great stuff, but I just personally, he's always been kind of a jerk to me. So I don't really have a whole lot of nice things to say to him. So Evan says, I'm excited, man. Side Scroller Mania is running wild, brother. Hey, thanks, Evan. Appreciate that. So appreciate that, Evan. That's awesome. Hey, Ho's coming in. Says Melanie Mack would be a great guest. She knows her games. Yeah, I would love to have Melanie Mack on Side Scrollers. She'd be great. Yeah. Crab says, to be fair, if Jared would talk about his drama, it would be interesting, and you wouldn't actually be working with him. Yeah. Uthreal says, thoughts on collabing with Eric Young Ripa, dudes in Dallas, you know? Yeah, man. He's been Eric's interesting, man. He's obviously seen a lot of success by just doing things that, like, just saying like, yeah, I'm not going to do the woke shit, and I'm going to you know, do it my own way and kind of follow his own path. And he's obviously seen tremendous success. He raised like $3 million on his crowdfunding campaign. And that's pretty awesome, man. Grim says, did not know. Oh yes. Well now you know, Grim, and now you know. So yeah, see, I think a lot of you guys, you guys know a lot of the folks from Geeks and Gamers and Friday Night Tights, and like I'd love to have Gary on from Nerdrotic for sure. Eden says, would the platform be open to anyone who does gaming content? Would love to start making Destiny 2 videos. Yeah, I think that's kind of the idea. Anybody could create. You know, there's a lot that would need to be figured out. Go Mario, go. A lot that needs to be figured out. And this is not one of those things that just kind of happens. You know, it's not one of those things that you just go, okay, we're going to figure it out immediately. It would take time. Take a lot of time. But I think with any sort of platform, right, it's called SaaS, Software as a Service, SaaS. Any sort of SaaS platform, software as a service, because that's essentially what you're offering, is a software that people can use as a service. I think the best approach to that is just get it out the door as fast as you possibly can. And it could be shitty, but you just need to constantly improve it. Think of it like you have a base product, right? You have a base product that you're offering, like a beta, right? And it's good, it's fine, but you just get it out the door and you grow with your community and you get community feedback. And that first month, there's 100 people on the platform or 500 people on the platform, and they're invested in what you're doing, and they're helping change with features. And maybe the second month, you open it up to their friends. Everybody gets like 2 invites, and you can invite your friends. And then after that, you open it up to their 2 friends, right? And it's just like a slow build, right? And I think that's kind of the way to go, man. Mike says, between us, I see Geeks and Gamers almost like a sister company at this point from outside looking in. Do you see a bigger collaboration with them outside of co-hosting with them? Potentially. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, absolutely. Lord X Law says, any chance of getting JonTron on this show? Yeah, I would love to have John on. That'd be great. Yeah, I've known John for a long time. Yeah, I would love to have John on for sure. For sure. Cinnamon Toast Ken got canceled? What do you get canceled for? Let's find out. Was it Cinnamon Toast Ken? I think that's what it is. Not Cinnabon Toast Ken. Let's see. Canceled. Let's see what he got canceled for. Just recently, he got canceled. Let's see. Our boy, this is from last year, August, says, our boy got canceled for having kids. Okay. I don't even know what's going on. Wiley says, whatever happened to Nick the intern? He always had good energy. Missed that guy. Good egg. So, yeah, you talking about Nervous Nick. I actually reached out to Nick with the intention of offering him a chance to be on Side Scrollers. He turned me down before he even knew what Side Scrollers was, before I even told him. I reached out to him with the intention of working with him and at least offering him an opportunity. Go, Mario, go. Good for you. Good for you getting that red Yoshi right there. Yeah, I reached out to him, and he said no before I even had a chance to talk to him. And this is after he left Rooster Teeth or got fired. So, guys, I think I'm Blake with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for your first super chat. I really appreciate that. It says, sounds like a great idea. In the words of a wise man I listen to, if you got a goal, go get it. Right, and I think that's the thing. Is like I am. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys. I'm not gonna tell you guys to have a goal and go get it, and not go after the goal. The problem with my goal is that it takes a little bit of money, takes a little bit of resources. And I think that's. I've been going back and forth on this idea of doing like a Craigathon, where I like stream for X amount of time, and think of it like a PBS fundraiser for Side Scrollers, where I say like, this is what we want to do, and this is how we're going to get there, and this is how you can support. So I've been kicking that around, and one of the things obviously would be creating a platform, right? So, yeah. GSG, man, that's a good question, buddy. That's a good question. I legitimately don't know how that works. David says, a lot of what you're saying is similar to Crowder, and that's why the partnership with Rumble may be your best option. They need your experience, and they have the infrastructure. Yeah, man. David, I would love to talk to Rumble. I know for a fact that their head of gaming left recently. So who knows? Maybe that could be a cool opportunity. Azrael, thank you so much for coming in with you. Appreciate that. That one Axe has joined us. Says, don't know what you're building, but are they coming? Well, if you build it, they will come. That one Axe. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Smash Guy says, would you be open to having another SGC-like event with your new ScrewAttack if the new ScrewAttack does well? Well, like I said, I'm thinking more from a platform perspective. But, once again, community is the most important thing. And I think there's something amazing about live events. So hell fucking yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But I think that'd be great. Cappy says, I think some of the old ScrewAttack crew feel like Craig was the old man stuck in the past. Pretty sad since I see a lot of their pretty sad to see since I like a lot of their content. Right, and I think that's there's this perception that I look to the past, but I use the past to learn and look forward, right? Like, I'm very much past ScrewAttack. Like, ScrewAttack was a great time in my life. I'm very much past that. But I think ScrewAttack did some amazing things. ScrewAttack was a decade ago. Like, a decade ago. 10 years, right? So, if I'm known as the ScrewAttack guy, like, then I peaked, right? And that's fine. But I think that I'm capable of building something bigger than ScrewAttack. Because I think what made ScrewAttack great was it was a community built around a group of people. But I think there's like I said, I think there's a lot of meat left on that bone when it came to allowing other people the opportunity to build communities inside the community. And I'd like to do that. Shinmu Owens comes in with the $5 Director Nation. Says, first Morton, then Bowser. I don't know. We haven't. We're only on level 2 right now. There's lots of levels. I'll tell you, there's lots of levels. Melee says, hey, are we down for a 24-hour gaming live stream to help funds for the future platform? Bug us anytime. He says, hey, we're down. Oh, thanks, Melee. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Drobit says, hey, the past ScrewAttack was peak. Right. Well, yeah, I agree. I think it was fun, man. It was fun. Discovery says ScrewAttack is like the Motown of YouTube. Right. Well, I appreciate that. But like I said, I think that Revolt says RSBN has a strong relationship with Rumble CEO. Right. So is that Right Side Broadcasting Network? I don't necessarily know anybody over there. But yeah, that'd be great. T-Bird says, every night I tell myself I'll go to bed at a reasonable time. Then you go and get me intrigued with an interesting subject and keep me up late. Thanks a lot, Craig. T-Bird, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. That is outstanding with the $9.99 super chat. T-Bird, don't you go anywhere. But I will say this, man. Like, I don't care if I own 100% of the platform. If I need to partner with somebody and give up equity to use their platform, that's fine. Like I said, for me, this is a bigger mission. This is absolutely a bigger mission attached to once again, it goes back to removing the giant stick out of the fucking ass of the video game world. Oh man, Level 100 says Iron Man of Gaming returns. Probably not. Iron Man of Gaming is probably not going to return. Blue Gundam says the sad thing is you're not really going to get guests outside this sphere of YouTube, because all the other cool people you could get would be scared of associating with people in the sphere. Well, we'll see. Who knows? McNacken says, I'll say this, Craig. If you find a way to make animated content actually viable on your platform, you'll be leagues ahead of YouTube. Right. And I think it comes down to like community support, right? I want to create a platform that allows somebody who has 5 subscribers the opportunity to be supported by those 5 subscribers. If you create good stuff, you should be able to be supported by that. You shouldn't have to go off platform. On YouTube, you shouldn't have to go off platform to Patreon. And yeah, there's memberships, but I don't know. Travis says, perhaps after I learn to stream, I can help with the Craigathon, so we can break. So you can take a break and such. Oh no, the entire idea of a Craigathon is going hard. I'm going hard on the Craigathon. Ryan says David Jaffe would do an interview with you. Yeah, I think if I was to do like an interview with David Jaffe, I'd really want to. David Jaffe doesn't really like move my needle very much. But I'm sure he'd be interested in for a lot of people, for sure. Dungeon says, I have 11 subscribers on YouTube, but it's mostly friends and family. Right, but wouldn't it be great? It wouldn't be great if your friends and family could support you on YouTube. Dick Around Brown says, we don't take breaks. Does that mean nothing to you? No, it means everything to me, for sure. It means everything to me. Lord Speech says, interview Nolan Bushnell. That'd be awesome. I would love to interview Nolan Bushnell. Love that. I think that'd be super fun to go back and interview Nolan Bushnell, for sure. That'd be great. Yeah, obviously the founder of Atari and all that stuff. I think that'd be great. Oh, look at that. There we go. Nice. That's good. RGT just tweeted out that he's going to be on with me tomorrow. That's excellent. So, anyways. Blue Gundam says, even though Craig is awesome, other people will see Geeks and Gamers and Adam Krigler and be like, whoa, I can't come on there. Yeah, maybe. But who knows? Suspicious Link says, when does the AVGN interview go up? This Thursday on YouTube. Available immediately right now over at patreon.com/sidescrollers. Who's going to hop in? Who's going to join over at Patreon? Gonzalo's right. It says it's all about community. That is correct. 100%. All about community. All about community. And that is that's the focus of everything. A community built. Like, if Rumble Rumble is too hard to use. Or sorry, not Rumble. Locals is like too fucking difficult to use. I don't understand what Rumbles is. I still don't understand what Rumbles is. I mean, I get it, but it's too difficult, right? I know it's a Patreon alternative, but I said this to start, man. You know, if Rumble would just find a way to link up Patreon, it would make sense. All makes sense, man. McNacken says, I will say there may be some cancel fear when it comes to being on screen with very political people like Adam. Sucks at simply talking to people, puts a target on your back. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure people are like, you know, people have this perception of me because I talk to like Geeks and Gamers and you know, we have Adam as a host and stuff. Fuck them. Like, there's like, these people are so closed-minded. I said I've always been about conversation and you know, left, right, middle. It doesn't matter to me, right? I said as I said last night, my only issue is when you start fucking with kids. You live your life at the best you want to live. I could care less. But when you start fucking with kids, that's when I have an issue. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I do not give a shit about how you live your life as long as you don't tell me how to live my life. That's pretty much it. So yeah. Like he says, would love to see Spawnwave on here. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, it'd be fun. Ryan says, how about interviewing that boomstick guy that IGN stole a review from a few years ago? What? Hold on. IGN boomstick. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. Hold on, let's check this out. The time IGN copied my Dead Cells review. Hold on, this is great.
What's up, guys? This is Deadite from Boomstick Gaming. We have a slightly weird issue today. I put out my Dead Cells review last week, and then IGN put out their written and video review today, and it turns out the gentleman there at IGN seems to have watched my video and copied a lot of it, so I'm not sure what to do about this. Let's just walk through it, and I'll show you what I mean. First off, this is the Boomstick Gaming. That's myself. Let's go ahead and start. Dead Cells takes a progression of a Metroidvania and integrates it into this procedurally generated action roguelite that has you slowly chipping away at its steep difficulty.
It takes the progression system of a Metroidvania and transforms it into a procedurally generated action roguelite.
Okay, not that similar. Some similarities. Let's proceed. In Dead Cells, you'll need to kill your way through a labyrinth of levels, all punctuated by boss encounters that starts off quite linear, but the more you play, the more routes and game mechanics will open up to you.
Blue Gundam says, would you get RGT85 or Metal Jesus Rocks on here? Blue Gundam, I don't know if you heard, but RGT85 will be on Side Scrollers tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Like in 12 hours.
In Dead Cells, you fight your way through an ever-changing labyrinth of levels with branching paths.
You might not be able to make it to the final boss on your current run, but if you can manage to salvage some blueprints for some new gear, or better yet, an ability-altering rune, it makes it all worth your while even if you can see your death just around the corner. This is the type of roguelike that, yeah, sure, you could beat the boss on your first attempt, but you're probably not going to and you're not supposed to. Let's stop there, let's see what Philip has to say next.
You're almost guaranteed not to make it all the way through on every run, but as your efforts lead you to blueprints that unlock new gear, it makes it all worth your while.
Okay, switch over to me. In most games of this genre, your coolest skills and spells are often set to strictly long recharge timers or a limited mana system, but in Dead Cells, your abilities have incredibly quick recharge.
I remember hearing about this. This is pretty funny. Pretty funny that they would do this. So apparently the guy got fired. Get up for Jeff coming in as a brand new $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that, Jeff, with the super chat. It says Colin did a good interview with Philip. So the guy at Boomstick Gaming did an interview with the guy who did his review. That's pretty funny. Oh, that's funny. That's actually really funny. Wow. God. Oh, Randerson says, this is how you do an interview. Book banning issues you had yesterday. Honestly, you weren't level-headed and did spout off some very angry statements without thought. No, I very much thought about it, Randerson. And I wasn't talking about book banning or book burning at all. I was talking about putting some, just not making porn available to 11-year-old children. So Randerson, I got to be honest, if that is like where you're like, oh, that's cool. We don't see eye to eye, friend. We don't see eye to eye. And the idea that I spouted off some very angry sentiments without thought. Oh no, I thought about it quite a bit, friend. I thought about it quite a bit. I just haven't said it. So there you go. It's ridiculous. And Metal Jesus Rock. Yeah, man, I would love to have Metal Jesus Rocks. I would love to have Metal Jesus Rocks on it for sure. All right, Mikey. Have a good night, buddy. We'll see you. Oh, he's off to save the president's daughter with some nasty roundhouse kicks. All right, man. We'll see you. Thanks so much, Mikey. Appreciate that. That's awesome. As Raging Drew says, I didn't advocate for banning. That's right. I didn't. Yeah. Paul says, asking about It's a Gundam. Yeah, It's a Gundam is probably going to come on the show pretty soon. We've been talking on DM and stuff, so. Yeah, it'd be fun. Anyways. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Mario almost beat Morton. Almost got to Morton. Randerson says, the issue is deeper. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't. Listen, dude, if we're going to talk. Listen. Randerson, if you're going to come in here and tell me that the issue is deeper than an 11-year-old reading a book about how to give blowjobs, we have nothing to talk about, dude, because there's nothing deep about that conversation. It's pretty surface level, dude. 11-year-olds shouldn't have access to that bullshit. That's it. It's not. It's not. Oh, my God. Blue Gunham says, It's a Gunner didn't know about ScrewAttack, which I found surprising. Well, yeah, dude, it's been a decade. I mean, look, there's a lot of people who have no idea. No idea. To slap that shit to half court. Yes, man. Absolutely. Lord. When people come in and they say stuff like that, I'm going to guess, just based off the idiocracy, the idiocy that is being spewed right now, that Randerson does not have any children. Randerson is one of those people that thinks that they know what's best for your children, despite not having any children, and thinks they can understand what his children wants, desires, and then knows what they're doing. When the reality is that they don't. And there's a reason why you're the parent. Orxy says, banning disgusting, perverted, or hateful books is not bad in any way, in my opinion. Book banning is not necessarily bad. Like I said, I don't advocate for book banning, but I do think that there should be some restrictions on oh God, Randerson. Oh my God. Randerson says, it's a deeper issue. It's not the book. It's how it got there. Listen to common sense. Dude, I have all the common sense in the world. I don't care how the fuck that book got there. The fact that it was there, presented at the front of the library in a public school. How about you get your head out your ass and think about and use some common sense? Be like, no, that shouldn't have been there at all. Shouldn't have been in the library, period. It shouldn't have the SKU on the back of it to be checked out in a library that is accessible to children. All right, let's get out of here. Jonah says, if that was in a public school, then the system failed. Right. It's common sense is a superpower these days. Yes, absolutely. Randerson's lack of understanding. Okay, I'm sorry, real quick. What am I not understanding, Randerson? What am I not understanding about this smut being at the front of a public school library? Please tell me. Tell me more. Please justify this. I'm going to bite my tongue really quick on what I would like to say to you. But please tell me. Do tell, friend. Tell me about how I'm uneducated about what's best for my children. Please, or NH, please tell me more. Munda says, Craig, he's just trolling. Well, he's got one more chat in him. One more chat in him. And it better be yeah, Raven says, I don't think this guy's trolling. Right. You better lay it all out in one chat, man. Because this is it. You got it, man. We'll see. I'll give it just a little bit. Jason comes in with the 199 super chat. Jason, thank you very much. Go, Mario, go! Jason, thank you very much. By the way, Side Scrollers Feud is coming up. Gonna be coming up on Wednesday. How exciting is that? The next episode of Side Scrollers Feud. Very, very good. Super Satanson comes in with a bunch of weird CLPs. I don't know what that is, but that's all right. So remember when the ESRB was created to prevent kids from mature games? How have things changed, right? Thank you so much, Super Satanson. Go, Mario, go! Go, Mario, go! Oh, my God. Dingle Donger says, Craig is farming for content to let this go on for so long. No. I legit... Oh, here it is. Randerson says, okay, by the way, here it is. He says, I'm not trying to say you're uneducated. Jesus, I'm not trying to be mean. What I am saying is this is one school that got attention. I'm thinking this school... no, this is not just one school, Randerson. This is not. There have been many schools that have had this issue here. Many. He said this school didn't organize anything correctly. Randerson, I'm just going to lay this out to you right now. The school should not have had the book in the first place. End of story. It's done. It's done. The story's done. That's it. That's the end. That's why it's a very high level thing. Very high level. There it is right there. That's it. Book should have been there. Everything else underneath this about organization and all this stuff, done. Shouldn't have had it, period. Boom. There's done. That's it. That's it. Hey, let's finish off this level as Jason comes in with the $9.99 super chat. Says, let's complete this level. Love that. Oh, Super Satan says, CLP is Chilean peso. Oh, nice. Awesome. All right, let's finish up this level. Go, Mario, go! Beat him! Down to Mario. That's great. Let's go. 2 levels clear today. That's great. That's awesome. Whew, man, that was great. Thank you guys so much. Jason, thanks so much for slapping that shit in there and getting us to level 3. We got to level 3 Vanilla Dome. That's the highest level we've gotten so far, man. Great. Love it. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate the outstanding support tonight. Hayden came in dropping bombs. Hayden, thank you so much. Legitimately, if you're still here, everybody supported, whether you came in with 100 bits, you came in with super chats, whether you came in, you got a membership or a sub or a gifted membership or a gifted sub, or you just tuned in and hit the thumbs up button and you hang out with me just a little bit. I greatly appreciate it. Look, I always got stuff to talk about. I love talking. Like, we can play games at night, but I just like talking with you guys. And if you guys like talking, I like talking too. I love the conversation. Legitimately do. So tomorrow, once again, we're back with RGT 85 tomorrow on Side Scrollers. It's going to be a great show. Also, Adam will be back tomorrow, back with the internet. It's going to be fun. I'm sure we'll have lots of conversations there. But with that said, man, you guys were killer today, killer tonight. Let's have another great day tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow night. Once again, my normal evening stream, 10 o'clock Central, as we hang out for just a little bit longer every single day and finish the day strong. But in the meantime, people are gonna try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Let's make some magic. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.